What is this? I found a method to win in LEC in domestic regions. I stopped playing SoloQ for the last 3 months, maybe one SoloQ a week, and I just played ARAMs. Playing ARAMs over SoloQ, even for pros, is so much better. I think we won LEC because I was just playing ARAMs. Yeah, I mean, this a lot of Korean pros are doing this nowadays. But I think Arena is better than ARAM in every case, and I believe Korean pros do Arena way more than ARAM. Arena is superior if you want to just basically play the game but not play SoloQ. I think this is not really surprising. Like, Korea doesn't play SoloQ because the schedule is too tough, and EU doesn't play SoloQ because I think it just sucks, honestly. It's the same reason why I have the lowest amount of SoloQ games in Los Ratones. I just think the SoloQ is just way too bad. Playing in Challenger is basically just coin flipping 24/7. There's literally no individual skill whatsoever. Either the game is carried by a jungle and bot, or the game is decided in lobby by which players are on my team and which players are on enemy team. Like, games are often just decided in 5 minutes. It is what it is. And you think mid lane cannot carry, or what? I think it's just not fun. Regardless of if mid lane can carry or not. The reality is that the amount of influence you have compared to jungle and support is just drastically lower, and that makes the game unfun. I think if you play ADC top or mid lane and you don't enjoy SoloQ, it is completely reasonable. Why don't I play Orianna? Is it that bad? It's not bad, I think it's just uninteresting. It's a low agency character with no mobility, so that's like one thing, right? And the second thing is it's just not interesting to majority of viewers. Like, most people think Orianna is boring when they watch the stream. Trying my best to avoid boring champions. I also think there are stronger champions to play, but yeah. At Dzukill, where are you, dude? Please come back, I miss you. Wrong channel, but I've already talked about like Dzukill a lot, but basically it's not really his fault, you know? Riot removed the way he played the game. Riot completely removed it from the game. Riot also mega gutted both the champions that he's known for. So now he has no choice but to play other champions, and that's just not his brand, you know? Like, when your brand is about playing Yon and Yasuo top, which were always worse roles than mid lane, for the most part, and now your champions got mega destroyed for a long time, there's not much you can do. You can play Yon to Challenger, but it's like not fun because it's unrewarding. When you have to play a lot better than your opponents for a lower reward, you know? The way Dzukill rose up to like high ranks was through like very methodical and, how do I even say it, like just very smart lane wave manipulation. You know, he didn't kill people or beat people in a very normal way, which is to just drool over your keyboard and win. He usually outplayed people by very clutch, you know, mechanics or wave manipulation or just like general knowledge about the game. But you can't do that anymore. Like, everything is fucking nerfed to the ground. Laning phase is as irrelevant as it gets. His champions can't even lane against vast majority of champs. Freezing is completely destroyed. Getting a lead 1v1 is completely irrelevant. Solo killing people doesn't necessarily even give you a lead anymore. It's completely gone. Nowadays you just have to play the most brain-dead stuff ever and play the most brain-dead way and scale, and then you're OP. Nemesis, when you started playing Hwei, who did you watch to learn? That's a good question. The answer is nobody. I learned the champion strictly by playing myself. I could be wrong, but based on the information and based on my research, I don't think there's a single good Hwei player out there besides a pro player. You know what I mean? Like, Hwei just simply does not have, you know, like a one trick that's branded around Hwei or something. Like a player that is very branded around Hwei. I don't know how to explain it. I don't think it exists, according to my knowledge at least. So I learned the champion by playing it myself. So why did Nemesis buy Symbiotic Soles the last 2 games on Azir? Is the question that people are asking. The answer is because Nemesis is smart. Okay, first of all, if you don't have feats of Shanked, sword shoes are useless. And Azir does not buy the city boots because it's useless. It doesn't actually need the haste. You get enough from Nashor and whatever else source of haste you have already in the build. So your other options are what? You buy Sorks for 12 magic pen, useless. You sit on tier 1 boots, you could, but you lack a lot of movement speed that way because a lot of other champions basically buy tier 2, and Azir also lost 5 base MS very recently on the patch. And what are your third options? Mercs? Well, if it's not a good Mercs game, then you're not buying Mercs, right? Swifties? You could buy Swifties, but remember that Swifties got nerfed a couple of patches ago. So then it leads you to the option of Symbiotic Soles. because these boots give you almost identical moon split to tier 2, other tier 2 boots. They cost the cheapest, so you're spending the cheapest amount of money for a tier 2 boot that will automatically upgrade. Yeah, so basically, walk back through time, right? There was recently a meta where every millionaire was rushing Symbiotic Soles, and then when Riot removed the empowered recall from the base Symbiotic Soles, people stopped buying them, right? But people are fucking stupid, because these boots are still fucking OP. Slash really strong in the correct spots, of course. Yes, you don't get the empowered recall anymore. Sure, they're a bit worse early, but you get 10 moon split out of combat, which is not nothing. A lot of times you're not always in combat in League, right? Especially in pro play. A lot of times you're literally basing, running to bot, pushing all the way up to bot, basing, running to top, pushing all the way to top. Like, pro play is a lot about, like, you have a turn, they have a turn, you have a turn, they have a turn. In between those turns, there's a lot of that time. So 10 moon speed out of combat is very good, more so in pro than in SoloQ. And then when the boots upgrade, they're identical boots to what they were before, by the way. You still have the empowered recall, which allows you to take aggressive positions, or just they allow you to base in spots that you otherwise wouldn't be able to base. They allow you to, for example, go on side lane as Azir, push out really deep, and before the enemy can collapse you can get the recall off, you know, because 8 seconds is too long, but 4 seconds is not too long. Like spots like this, like Symbiotic Soles will change scenarios like that, and yeah, people are stupid for not going these boots more. So here's the trick, right? Here's the trick that people can't fall into. The trick on Symbiotic Soles is to buy them after your first core item. Why is that the case? Because if you buy them before first core item, it delays your core item too much, and you're too weak, especially on a champ like Azir. He's very Nashor reliant. You buy them after you complete Nashor, and boom. And you might be like, but Nemesis, you're buying them after first core, which means they stack very slowly. But they don't. I think on average you need a little bit over 5 minutes to stack them usually. They stack really fast, like you can just try this yourself. I mean, for example, Phantasm does this a lot on auction. He buys Static Shoe first, right, or Kraken, whatever, and then he buys Symbiotic Soles after. Now auction does stack it even better than Azir because he has E, which you can stack it with E a lot better, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what champ you are. But this is very Azir specific because again, Azir does not use Lucidity boots, so he has the alternative of Symbiotic Soles. If you're any other mage, you're most likely just going Lucidity boots because they're better than Symbiotic in vast majority of champs. Understand? But Azir specifically, he doesn't use Lucidity boots, and Sorks are dog shit without feats of strength. When building boots, you need to think about feats of strength a lot. It's super important. Like, feats of strength is just OP. What do you think about the Bruiser Corki build going around? It's probably the strongest Corki build. The TLDR is that the item called, what is it called? Bloodmail? Overlord's Bloodmail, this item right here. This item is overpowered. And it's just a matter of time till people will realize it. This item is simply overpowered. It gives too much stats. That's why this Bruiser builds on Smolder and Corki and I don't know what else can exist. It's because of this item. This item allows these Bruiser builds to exist way better than they should. And Riot will one day nerf it, but that's when players realize that it's OP. This item build path is ass. I disagree. 2 tunnelers in build path is good.
Only Alistar would fit, I think. Or the Fries. We have to choose. Do we want Fries or do we want Alistar?
Pick Alistar, Crownie.
Crownie!
Oh, sorry.
Oh my god.
He apparently
He's
wants
all
Fries.
tapped.
What can you do?
God damn it.
Crownie,
What
stop
can you do?
DMing girls.
Stop DMing girls.
Crownie.
Fries better than Alistar, I understand. My
What's her
value is
name,
less than
Crownie?
Fries. To you.
What's the name of the girl who's distracting
It's
you?
Sophia.
It wasn't that.
It's
It's
Sophia.
The
Brother.
daddy.
Bruiser
Who's
is
Sophia?
Sophia. Crownie's blushing right now.
Spill the beans. Or
Stop being jealous.
take the Fries out of the
Jealousy that
bag.
have girls distracting you.
Crownie, close the door.
Spill the beans and take
Wait, what was the band?
It was
Gwen.
When, yeah.
Gwen Tellian.
Gwen, yeah.
Let's try to close the door.
It's
My message been auto
I
modded.
loved
It's
it, don't worry. I loved
What the
it.
fuck? I can deny it.
With less bomb was still the
Crazy,
Also-
crazy work.
Actually, I saw some post today how you're supposed to basically have your windows open all the time, as your CO2 in the room gets bad really fast without like a device.
Depends if your door is open though. If you have open door and the windows open in your living room.
Pick
it's
Aurora
fine, right?
and Jin. Pick Aurora,
I
Jin.
think I
It's-
never opened the windows in my apartment once, and I've had this apartment for 5 years. Am I cooked?
It's really bad. I think your CO2 is probably very high then, you know?
Yeah, you're a bit cooked.
So
just
that's
makes
why
you
I suck at
lightheaded.
League. Oh, I get it.
But did
If
you guys
it's-
see Furia at MSI had those nose strips on to increase their oxygen flow in their nose so they could breathe better and play
Should
better?
I open the window right now, Tim? Will I
You
play better?
should.
Tell me.
The thing is, if your CO2 is too high, you get cognitive decline, by the way, no joke.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I have no idea what you're saying, Neme, but I know my window is open 24/7. Like
I'm opening
my
it
whole
right
life.
now. I'm opening it right now. I better play good this game.
Ban Poppy Renata.
You know some like.
I'll even open the blinds for you, Tim. That's how nice I am. Oh my god,
No,
I never
that
opened
you-
Oh,
the
that's
blinds.
a flashbang though. That's a flashbang.
You can buy
Yeah.
oxygen and just like take it before.
I mean, you can probably
buy
buy like a
oxygen.
device, you
You
know,
can
that makes
buy
your
oxygen.
air.
Athletes do. Like you
It's
have
free.
like canned oxygen. No, you have
I
canned
open it
pure
here?
oxygen and you can inhale.
Crownie
serious.
has been buying oxygen this whole time.
But I'm serious. That's what athletes do.
Fuck, I got a ban. Fuck,
Renata.
fuck.
I can just say it's Renata.
I got it. I think I got it.
Crownie, you don't have to pay to.
But guys,
Yeah,
right?
for the
No,
breed.
but it's pure oxygen. It's all the same.
But pure oxygen
Okay,
is also
buddy.
harmful for you if you do it like too much or
if you take too
something.
much, yeah.
Yeah.
So is the future of esports just having your window open and just taking a hit of oxygen every 5 minutes in lane?
Yes.
That's how I do
The
it.
future of esports is like you wake up, you go to like a hyperbolic
how to do it.
chamber. I don't know how to say it.
Hyperbaric chamber.
Hyperbolic
Hyperbolic
chamber.
Hypertronic. What? How did you come with that?
This is mind blowing. As ADC, we're saying we like Kane top.
It's but it's tanky.
He must have had a hit of oxygen.
What? But boss is smurfing.
I
on
open my
Kane,
windows, so I'm
basically.
opening now for sure.
I like Kane.
For sure.
For real.
Some people in my chat are saying that Reckless lives like a plant because you don't open your window. It's kind of funny.
But I'm scared of the stuff that enters the apartment.
For real.
But, like,
You mean
bugs,
like
insects,
insects, right?
Imagine a mosquito enters, it's
You need,
GG, I have
nets.
to move. I actually have to
You
move.
can buy nets, no?
Nets,
you can buy
nets.
nets that you put over the window.
You have to do
yeah,
that,
I mean,
yeah.
if you're that smart, but I haven't gotten oxygen for 5 years, so how could I come to that conclusion?
Reki, are you allergic to mosquito bites? Or...
No, I just don't like
Oh, I hate that
that
too.
there's flying
I
stuff
mean,
in my
they're
apartment.
disgusting.
Yeah.
They're disgusting.
Then I have to
And
hunt
in-
them.
An insect goes into your apartment and then climbs into your bed. Like, no, I
It's
will not
just,
have that.
yeah, it's just
Ew.
When you're sleeping, there's spiders crawling over your face. You just don't know.
Imagine Australians, these giant spiders.
open the window
Don't
and
they have
close the
everything?
blind, it's better. No?
Spiders, snakes.
I wouldn't live there just because of that.
In a way.
Can I close the blind but have the window open? Then I still get the oxygen minus the insects, no?
Yes. But insects can still
Probably.
get through, no? If it's
Yeah.
Yeah, but the chance is lower.
Insects can come from like through the floor, you know, like
Through the floor?
yeah,
not
What do you mean?
yeah. I'm not even joking. Yeah,
What?
yeah. I don't know how does that work.
But you mean if you live in a
Brother,
house?
what are you even saying, bro?
No, I'm dead ass. What?
Well, some insects
There
get
is
through
no
the floor,
way.
yes. Yes,
I
there is,
swear.
of course.
What? No
Like
way.
cracks
How
and
do-
stuff,
how-
maybe.
Well,
yeah.
how do you think ants come to food? They come through the
They find
ground.
But if you live
cracks.
in a house, no?
cracks. I mean, I think if I don't know if it's only a house.
I mean,
What
I
the
guess
hell?
if you're in an apartment that's like, you know,
If
couple
you're
of
mega high in the
floors up,
going
probably.
to-
But wait, if I open every window in the house or the apartment and I close all the blinds, I cannot get insects and I have max oxygen, or? Is that how it works?
Yes, but there's no way it's
Reki.
worth to open every window. Like you should only have it open for a bit to get put some air in, but it should not be open in the middle.
But how
of
do
the
you
day
know when it's like
mega
max
hot.
oxygen?
It gets bad really
it's not
fast
about us.
after, you know? Like,
I think you should just open it for a bit to air your apartment, then you close.
okay, based on my research,
Yeah.
which was only today.
ChatGPT.
No, it wasn't ChatGPT.
No, I trust him more than ChatGPT. Tell me, tell me
So
why
I saw
can.
some guy doing daytime. Basically, the window has to practically be open all the time if you don't want the CO2 to be bad. So basically,
Yeah.
every human should probably get like a device, you know, is what I'm trying to say. That like,
Like the ones they have in Korea?
I don't know what type of
Mm,
device,
air
but it's like
filter or
a
what?
yeah, it's like a air filter.
Yeah,
Korea,
you
they have
can
like
buy
another
air
room almost,
filter.
no? The air
They
thing.
probably do, but I don't know if those are high quality ones, you know.
Okay, I will go downstairs and open one more, just in case.
Guys, if you aren't Master Plus in your first 3 years of actively playing, you're doomed. I mean, you're doomed if you want to be a pro player, yes. If you want to be a professional player, and you're not high elo in 2 or 3 years of playing the game, then yeah, you're probably never going to be a professional player. That is the harsh reality, yeah. But if your goal is to just be a casual player, and you're diamond or plat or emerald or silver or iron, and you're just playing the game to have fun, there's nothing wrong with that. Can I hit masters with ass mechanics? Well, the answer is yes. People overrate mechanics so much in League. Like, of course, if you want to be the very best player, mechanics are super important. There's a reason why Asian players are so good mechanically compared to Western players. But if you want to hit a master tier, which is not even that of a luxury rank as people think it is, I mean, maybe it is for some people, not for me, obviously, right? Then mechanics are very overblown. Like, you can literally hit master by playing Briar, a champion that essentially requires very little to no mechanics because the champion plays the game for you. You just have to click the correct button at the correct time. That's the whole champion. Yeah, here it is. So basically, this player, Srtty, will swap from Dignitas top lane to content creator from LTA North Split 3. I've talked about this topic a while ago, but I need to say it again, okay? So, okay, for those that are missing the context, this guy is a rookie from NA that was hit like rank 1 and was like a hyped up prospect, right? It happens. Like in NA, they get like 1 or 2 players per year max where they're hyped up. So this was a very rare occurrence that the player got hyped up from NA, right? It's like a carry top laner from NA. This guy joins Dignitas. Dignitas makes all these branding moves at the start of the season. How this guy will be their franchise player, and how this guy will be a player they will build around, and they're obviously, you know, it's a rookie they're gonna develop. Like, these are the keywords that every org uses. We are now in split 3. This guy got basically benched from the team for a Korean, by the way, for Photon from Vitality, which I don't wanna be that guy, but that's not even an import-worthy player. I think his level was very low when he was on Vitality, and he played there for a long time. But yeah, basically the point I'm trying to make is, Dignitas released a Twitter video, which I won't play now, but basically if you watch the video, he basically, like, this guy just says on the video, which is wild, because this is a video posted by the official org. And in the video, the player says that basically the team environment was shit, that he just listened to the coaches, and the coaches were wrong on how to play the game, but he listened to them. And his biggest regret is not actually just doing what he thinks was right, but instead he listened to the coaches, and because he listened to the other people, he got basically benched. And they had a shitty team environment. You can watch the video, this is literally what he says, and it's wild that it's posted from the official Dignitas account. Now obviously that's one side of the story, right? I'm not saying that he's completely right or something. All I'm saying is that if you are a rookie, if you are a upcoming prospect, and you join a bottom tier team, the reality is that you are most likely just ending your career. Unless you play insanely well, unless you absolutely somehow smurf, but then you're gonna be prison jailed in a bad team. So it's kind of like a lose-lose scenario in majority of cases. It is just so fucking bad. You have no choice. And this is not just because of this guy specifically. The amount of examples I could pull up, and I've been talking about this already for months and months and months. Let's talk about Dignitas a little bit. Dignitas from NA, yes, they're like an old org and blah 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 blah, but whoever runs that org, I don't know what to tell you, bro. That org has so many paycheck stealers, it is unbelievable. That is probably the worst org in NA, maybe even the worst org in the West. I don't even know, man, what they're doing over there. I remember last year, their general manager was called, I think, Baker or something, I forgot already. He was a Heroes of the Storm ex-professional player. And I remember they kicked a player or something, or at the start of the season they hired a Korean top laner that used to be the #1 best Heroes of the Storm player, whatever his name was. I kind of forgot what his name was already. They're Rich, right? Rich. There's just some clear nepotism going around there, bro. Like, I don't know how obvious can you make it. Oh, hi guys, I'm a Heroes of the Storm professional player and I'm gonna hire a random import over here, pay him ridiculous amounts of money because, well, he used to be good at Heroes of the Storm. Yeah, well, that's just one incident that the Dignitas tried to pull off, and now they're doing this one with the Srtty one, where they hire him, where they hype him up as their next prospect and then bench him after 2 splits. This scene is so doomed. Yeah, the only reason why I'm saying this again, if you're an aspiring League player, think twice about getting an offer from a bottom tier LEC or LTA org. You're most likely just suiciding your career. What should you do if you only get offers from low tier teams? You shouldn't play. That's what I would do. I wouldn't play. That's why as a professional player, you should actually go into content creation as soon as possible, because it outvalues being a professional player. And you always have a fallback. You should build your brand. It is simply too important. Building a good brand can make you survive years. Having one bad year in professional play can mean your job is over and you're back to nothing.